Hi, I think you can all hear me. Hi guys. Once again, welcome back. So it's been really interesting. This jacket, please wait. Yeah, okay. It appears to be better now. Oh God, I need to shut this WhatsApp up. Yeah, I need to shut it up. Yeah. Yeah, okay, now it's shut up, and I hope you can hear me. Yeah, someone said hey, so please, if you can hear me, just let me know. So I put out a poll, I think a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, and where I talked about maybe going live or making series of short videos and all that. And yeah, it was quite interesting to find that initially those that wanted weekly long videos had were leading with about 50-something% and all that. And all of a sudden, I just checked it now, and those that wanted a short videos across the week and all that have the highest vote, and it's like 44%, and then 43% or so for those who wanted live sessions. So what I've decided is I'll keep on making the short videos while also weekly on Saturdays, I would also be doing a live so that people can join me during the live. You ask your questions, others would learn from you, and you just ask questions that you have in mind. And then, yeah, we're fine with that. So, however, before the live, I decided to, have this more like a mini introduction where I would just try to touch on some things, and I expect that by the time you join me by Saturday, you must have done some of these things, and you must have in mind some of these things, so that when you come to ask some of your questions, it won't be basic questions that you're asking. And so that's why I'm having this mini live kind of. If you check out now, I'm currently at the office. I'm currently doing an internship, and I'm at the office, and none of the other interns are around, so I decided to just hurriedly do this now. So one thing I would want to say for a start, I was I tried writing down 7 things that I expect that as you're applying for Erasmus Scholarship, as you're applying for Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, these are, a pre kind of things that I expect that you should take note of. You should take note of these things and know these things and apply it to yourself, so that end of it, you would have an outstanding scholarship application. So these are the things, and I came up with these based on questions and conversations I've had with a lot of applicants at the moment. I came up with these things, and I hope it would help you. So to start with, the first one is, do not be in a hurry to send in your application. Do not be in a hurry to just, write your SOPs, your motivation letter, your statement of purpose. Do not be in a hurry, write everything and just, apply. Don't be in a hurry. Time. Write your statement of purpose, review it, and all that. So the first thing is, don't be in a hurry. I was surprised someone was talking to me recently, and she earlier emailed me and said, can you help me go through my essays and all that? And then it took me like a week plus to get back to the person, because to be honest, my LinkedIn is always full, my Instagram is always full with messages, my Facebook, like everywhere, on Twitter, like it's always full, and it's really sometimes difficult to answer. And by the time I got back to her, like after a week, and she said she has already submitted, I'm like, okay, this is an application that is ending next year, January. And this is, we just got to November. So she submitted in October, and I was asking, your application opened first week of October, so why did you just submit and all that? And she's like, yeah, she has submitted. And I'm like, in these applications and all that, it's not first to submit, that, wins the race and all that. So take your time. Don't be in a hurry to submit your application. So I don't know how well she wrote her, statement of purpose and all that. I'm just saying that it's not by submitting first. You don't have to be in a hurry to, submit your statement of purpose and all that. The second thing, if you see me looking this way, I'm just looking at what I wrote. The second thing I also want to highlight is you still have time to get some of these experiences. Someone was asking me that she does not have experience and she wants to apply for my program and all that. And I advised the person, I was like, go get an internship. To be honest, just go and get an internship. My scholarship is, the application is ending January. So you should not be in a hurry. This is, you still have time to get those the experience you need and all that. We just got into November, so you can try out an internship November, December, and then January. So why try now this internship? You're writing your statement of purpose and all that. The essence of it is, since you said you do not have experience, even though most of the scholarship do not require you to have work experience, as it maybe full-time or part-time job. Yeah, but then, some level of experience, maybe in leadership or at the professional field, you still have time. Take up an internship or a volunteering position or whatever, so that you'll have something to write down. For those people who kind of claim that they don't have experience at all, you still have time. So don't be in a hurry to submit your applications. You have time to get an internship, to get a placement or whatever. And then the next thing I also want to talk about is, as you're applying for scholarship and all that, it's important you have a checklist of the documents you need and start getting your document. A lot of times I see people who are applying for scholarship, and the month when you're supposed to submit, that's when you're running around looking for your documents and all that. No, if you're submitting in December, if you're submitting in January, you still have time to, calmly write down your checklist of documents that you need and start getting them together. If this is your transcript, you need to start applying for them. If it is your certificate, a lot of the times, especially, for example, those from Nigeria, to get your certificate takes a long time. So just get your statement of results? I think that's what it's called in Nigeria. Get your statement of results, and that is fine for you to make most of this application, because for Nigeria, it takes about some schools a year, 2 years, or 3 years before your results will be out. And countries like the UK and all that, they understand that this is Nigeria's system, and yeah, they just let you apply with your statement of result. I think that's why it is called in Nigeria. So get your checklist of documents. You need to have this, you need to have this. Just get the checklist of it. So including your international passport, especially for those applying from Nigeria and all that. Most of the times, one of the most acceptable documents to verify your identity or show your identity is your international passport. And as someone who is applying for scholarship, there's no way you would say that at this point you do not have international passport. That's like one of the most important documents. So you need to go now, get your international passport. I know international passports, for example, in Nigeria, could take up to maybe 3 weeks or so, depending. It could take up to that or even more. So that's the reason why you need to apply for it now. So for example, those people who are applying, maybe you have applied for your international passport and you are yet to get it. And if your deadline is already approaching, if you're from Nigeria, you could contact your program, you could contact the school or institution. If you have your national ID card, you could present that, telling them that, asking if they could accept it for now, pending when your international passport is available. That is your national ID and all that. It could stand for the short term until your international passport arrives. However, this one I'm just saying is like in the future. However, if you're applying, this is the time to get your passports and all that, get them ready, not just for Erasmus, other applications. And it's usually important. Most of the times I'll be talking from the perspective of a Nigerian. So if you're hearing me, if you have any question as I'm talking, just write them down, please, but not the questions that we'll be addressing during the weekly videos and all that, please. And then the next thing I want to talk about, the fourth thing, is to write your SOP, your motivation letter, just in general, your scholarship essays. It's important you always research. Use Google, use YouTube in particular. There are videos that a lot of YouTubers have made explaining how to well write your SOPs, your motivation letters, and all that. Take time out, sit down, watch these videos, learn them. Like I always say in most of my videos, writing an SOP is an act. It's not like regular, academic writings and all that. No. So you need to learn it. So sit down, get templates online, get different templates online, watch videos, and be able to construct your own original SOP writing method, scholarship essay writing method. That would really help you, because a lot of time, if sometimes I've seen a situation where someone told me that they gave their a scholarship holder told me that they gave their scholarship essay to someone, and the person just plagiarized everything. And that's why in most of the cases scholars would not agree to give you their SOP and all that. Now, if you do that, you're doing that to your own disadvantage, because these people you are submitting your SOP to, they run it on a plagiarism software. So if you take someone's essay and you just, copy some of the things on it, maybe the choice of words and the structure and things like that, if they run it on a plagiarism software, it will definitely pick up the person's essay where the person has submitted it before. And that means it's plagiarism. And on your end, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are doing yourself a disservice. That's why in most of the cases, when you ask some of the scholars, they will tell you, we might not be able to give you our personal SOPs and order, because it will be a disservice to you, except for those people who would maybe when they take it, they read it and then construct by themselves their own personal style of writing SOP. So, but if you just want to maybe copy and things like that, you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, like I've said, use Google, use YouTube and all that, and learn how to construct your own style of writing scholarship essays. That would really help you. And yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is always highlight every relevant experience. Highlight every relevant experience. Well, in some of the cases, not all experiences are relevant. So you should be able to identify them and try to put them in a hierarchical order, and know those ones that are most important, are most suited to appear in your statement of purpose, in your motivation letter and all that. So always highlight them. All your experiences, highlight them. Academic experiences, work experiences, professional experiences, highlight them, and always keep them by the side, so that when you're writing your SOP, it will be easier to put them into different places and structures in your SOP and all that. The sixth thing I want to talk about is do your research on the program. Sometimes a lot of scholarship aspirants or people applying ask a lot of questions that I feel, if you do your research very well, if you go on this program's website, you read what they've written, their requirements. You go to the school's website hosting this program, you read their requirements very well. You go to the EU's website that has all the Erasmus programs, you read their requirements very well. Then another place you need to go to is the Erasmus Mundus Association website, particularly country-specific ones, not website, but social media accounts. I know Erasmus Mundus Association Nigeria's Facebook page is really working. You go there, they have a lot of information there on the website, on the Facebook page. So you just use the search button and type out the keywords in. You see a lot of short articles they've written on those things. This would help you on your own to develop some form of self-sufficiency in applying. Now, the thing is, it's not every question you have to go and ask. There's a lot of things and other, but you need to do your research on your own to be able to become self-sufficient. These things, some of those questions are already answered on the program's website and all that. Do your research very well. Some people don't realize that in some schools they are offering test of English waiver because they have not done their own research. For my program, I was offered a test of English waiver by the university. But if you go to the program's website would, write it there that for admission and all that, you require a test of English. You go to the university's website, they also, give a general requirement. But if you go to country-specific profiles on your school's website, I went there on my school's website and I saw that Nigerians did not need a test of English to be admitted to the University of Glasgow. All I needed was there's a form by the University of Glasgow I had to download, take it to my school for them to sign and stamp, and then I submitted it to the school, to University of Glasgow. And along with it, I submitted my WAEC certificate. If you're from Nigeria or West Africa, you know what WAEC is, West African Examination Council, something, yes, council. So the exam, I had to submit my WAEC results and the form that I got from the University of Glasgow. Ordinarily, other people didn't know that they didn't require test of English. And I saw a lot of people that had to write test of English. And I'm like, you didn't need this test. He said, no, I didn't know. I said, okay. The thing is, a lot of times people don't do this research. You need to do this research and find it out by yourself. Sometimes these things, it will save you a lot of things. Like for me, it saved me money. It saved me money and time. And particularly because I as an individual, I hate the idea of test of English. And I hate the idea that test of English expires every 2 years. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing this and all that. And so I had to, do my search very well. And I had to find out that as a Nigerian, I didn't require it. So ordinarily, if I didn't do my search, I wouldn't have found this thing. And I would have found myself struggling and writing test of English and all that. So it's important you do your research very well. There are some of these requirements that you might be exempt from if you do your requirements. Go from EU's website to the university's website to your program website. Do all the research you have to do. If it becomes overly complicated, you can go to LinkedIn, you can search the name of the program you're interested in, and you would find people that are already on that program. And then you express your concern about the complications around it and all that. But before then, it's important that as an individual, you make your own research. That's one thing I would always ask you to note. So, however, I think I've emphasized so much on that. The next thing I want to say is, if you're applying to Erasmus, don't apply to more than 3. Don't apply. I know I've been emphasizing this thing, but it's important I keep on emphasizing it. Don't apply to more than 3 programs, because if you apply to more than 3 programs, and even though you get just 1, the EU clearly states it that you don't have to apply to more than 3. So if you apply to more than 3, even though you get just 1, your name will reflect on 4, and your scholarship will be withdrawn. So don't make that mistake. Do not make that mistake. It is dangerous. If you're from, it is really, really dangerous. So don't do it. Now, so if maybe you've already started an application to a program that maybe you picked an interest initially in, and now you don't like it again, but for some reason you want to now drop it and pick a different one, what you should do is you try to delete your profile from the school's website. After deleting your profile, or even after deleting your profile or deleting your application, email the school and say that you have decided to withdraw your application. They should delete your details and all that. You can also, for record purposes, because sometimes these things might still reflect even though you have deleted it. This is, it's computer and all that. So this would be like an evidence, so that if anything happens in the future and they're like, your name appeared in 4 and all that, you'll be like, no, I applied for only 3. In fact, I have evidence, and this is evidence. I did this. I even emailed the school to delete my details and all that. So if there's any issue, it is not with me. The issue is with maybe the school or the program or something like that. This is just for you to be safe. Let me emphasize it again. Don't apply to more than 3 programs. And yeah, that's basically the chit chat I have for today. And someone was asking me here in the comment section, can you share something about GLOCA course? Truth is, yeah, I know someone who is on GLOCA. We actually came from Nigeria together. She's on her 2nd year, just like me. What I know is that GLOCA is has the same hosting institution as my program, but I don't really know much about it. I just know that, what the course is all about. That's basically what I know about it. I don't know if you can be more specific with your question. However, please, someone is also asking, can you help review my local personal statement? God, to be honest, like, I have a lot. Like, when I started this video, I stated that this week, today's Wednesday, like on Monday, I had to reply to over 20 messages on LinkedIn. And then that's how I have the same on Instagram and on Facebook, on Twitter and all that, all asking for personal statement review. To be honest, I can't really review this number of statement of purpose and all that personal statement. I can't really do that because me, I am working and I am also schooling at the same time. So I can't really like do it. So the people that already contacted me earlier in the year, they are the only people I'm reviewing their personal statements and all that. And then aside that, we are also, together with the other members of the team of the team handling Erasmus Mundus Nigeria, we are also reviewing a lot, coordinating a lot of these SOPs and all that. So from my end, I've already dedicated half of my what's it called, review to Nigeria and half to those people who contacted me earlier. But then if you're Nigerian, I would advise that go to the Erasmus Mundus page and tell them that you want your SOP to be reviewed and all that, and the team and I would would do something about it. If you're not a Nigerian, I don't know, still try your luck. Still try your luck. I think last year we reviewed some that were not Nigerians and all that. So still try your luck. You can still, try your luck and let's see what we can do about it from Erasmus Mundus Nigeria. But from me personally, it's really difficult. I don't really have that much of the time. But yeah, but if you have any other question, I can always attend to it. So if you want to join me on Saturday morning, you can join me and would look at specific issues. Come with your specific issues you want to ask about your personal statement or the application in general, so that we would just talk one-on-one. And yeah, but then it will be streaming here so that some other people who have their own questions can also learn from it, and other people can also hear you and things like that. So yeah, if there's no other question, just prepare for Saturday and you will join me for those people who still have questions. So that is that much from my end. If there's no other question, I think it's time for me to go back to work. Any other question? No. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. I didn't expect it to get to 23 minutes plus. I thought that it would just be a 10 minutes something, but thank you all of you that joined. Thank you. And I will see you on Saturday morning, and let's just talk specifically on your concern. So thank you for joining. Yeah, see you on Saturday. I shall be announcing, I think I'll make a post on the community profile side to announce when, but definitely it should be around 9:10, but 9:10, that will be Prague time. I don't know where you are, but that will be Prague time. It should be around 8, 9, 10, at about that time. But I will make a post on the community page to say when it will be, and I would also share it on my social media platforms. For those people who already follow me on different social media, I'll share it there so that you have your specific question, especially for those who I can't review your SOP. You can ask some of those specific questions that would help you. Okay, thank you. And I think it's time to go. Thank you. I'll see you on Saturday and other subsequent videos. Thank you. Bye.